Good morning, guys, and welcome to the first ever Welcome to Wellbeing podcast. We'll be discussing our company's mission, values, why we're here, and why promoting healthy minds and healthy bodies is so important, particularly for shift workers. I'm Amy Oneron, the Chief Executive Officer of Welcome to Wellbeing, and today I'm also joined by Chloe Pettigrew, the nutritional specialist, Drew Peridol, the mental health specialist, Sally Beautimol, our exercise physiologist, Aidan Oseen, our dietitian, and Kat Amin, who is ironically also our polysonographer. Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So to start off, I'll just kind of go through our why. So we understand that among healthcare workers, differences and disparities can arise through those of different generations, cultures, educational differences, and personalities as well, which can cause challenges and resistance to change within organisations. And some of us just plain don't like change, which is okay. So we understand that there are so many new protocols and procedures that have been introduced into healthcare, especially over the past 2 years with the pandemic. But we're here to support healthcare workers and to help you guys become your best selves, to look after yourselves first, so that you can look after your patients to the best of your ability. So that's about it from me now. I'll pass on to Chloe, who will go on to our mission statement. And then Sally will go through our values, Aidan will go through our goals, and Kat will go through our KPIs. And then we'll also go more thoroughly through why people would be resistant to change and then how we can also overcome this. Thanks, Chloe.
Thanks, Amy. All right, so Welcome to Wellbeing was created to facilitate a proactive approach to improved wellbeing. Welcome to Wellbeing has set out to achieve this by providing modern evidence-based education surrounding shift work and overall health to assist healthcare workers to develop and implement strategies to improve their wellbeing while working in challenging roles such as those of paramedics and emergency care workers. We believe that with a healthy mind, a healthy body, empowerment, and the right knowledge and support, we can help individuals become the best version of themselves so that they can perform at their best and lead a happy and healthy life. That's all for me for now. I'll pass over to Sally.
Thanks, Chloe. Okay, so our company values, which can also be called core values, are the principles or standards of behaviour and one's judgment of what is important in life. They provide companies with operating philosophies or principles that guide an organisation's internal and external conduct, as well as building positive relationships. Health, safety and well-being can be classified as values within themselves, as the majority of the population believe that health, safety and well-being is an important part of life. That is what our company's Welcome to Wellbeing is all about, providing paramedics access to resources that help them in living a healthy, safe and sustainable life. Our core values for our company include respect, so we will always show compassion and understanding, being sensitive to our patients' needs and supporting them, especially in difficult situations. Integrity, aligning our thoughts, actions and words in order to do the right thing by the patient always. Equitable, so giving all patients, regardless of their health status or needs, the same opportunity to maximise their health and well-being. High quality, so again, providing high quality healthcare, and universal, allowing all patients access to healthcare they need, when and where they need it. And that's all for me. Over to Reece.
All right, g'day. So I'm Drew Peridol. Here at Welcome to Wellbeing, we aim to educate and promote the holistic wellbeing of your paramedics. Our goal is to proactively provide both group and individual education through our departmental specialists that surround not only aspects that help improve the well-being whilst on shift, but overall quality of life. The goal of Welcome to Wellbeing is to allow paramedics the opportunity to learn evidence-based practice of effective nutrition, sleep patterns, physical health, and regular mental health and resilience training. This will create an opportunity for paramedics to alter their approach to meal prep and snacks whilst on shift, build effective sleep habits and better physical and mental health, which will improve their overall well-being. Our ambition here at Welcome to Wellbeing is to supplement the ambulance service's existing employee assistance program through focused and specialised education. Let's be honest, COVID-19 has presented several challenges that pose a risk to the overall well-being of employees, and they need now more than ever the support and help to improve their well-being. Look, if we're going to have job satisfaction, improved health and career longevity, We need to work on those things. Over to you, Kat.
Yeah, thanks for that, Drew. So I'm going to be talking about our key performance indicators. So key performance indicators are used to measure the performance and effectiveness of an organisation when achieving their business goals. So we have developed our KPIs to target the rising wellbeing needs of paramedics during this challenging time. We aim to continually monitor these KPIs to evaluate the effectiveness of the service we are providing and determine whether our objectives are achievable. So at Welcome to Wellbeing, our KPIs are 1, timely duration of service delivery. So we are going to be delegating staff specialists to meet wellbeing goals of employees, regardless of their age, gender, or ranking, over a period of 1 month. So to determine the employee wellbeing score, employees will be asked directly about their overall wellbeing, considering their sleep, nutrition, and physical health. By using a numeric value out of 10, we are measuring the effectiveness of our service over time. So I know this might sound confusing, but stick with me for a moment. So we want no lower than a 50% increase in knowledge and wellbeing per month out of 10 if the initial score is under 5. So for example, if someone comes and their employee, their wellbeing score is 3, after 1 month of services, we want no lower than a wellbeing score of 4.5, because that's a 50% increase. We want no lower than a 20% increase of wellbeing per month out of 10 if the initial score is over 5 but under 7. So if their initial wellbeing score is 6, after 1 month of services, we want their wellbeing score to be no lower than 7.2, as that's a 20% increase. And lastly, we want no lower than a 10% increase if the wellbeing score out of 10 if the initial score is over 7. So for example, if their initial score is 8, after 1 month of services, no lower than 8.8. Thanks for sticking with me. Just a few more things for our KPIs. So we're going to be doing an employee satisfaction survey. So this will gauge how content employees are with all aspects of the service that we're providing, and use open-ended questions such as, what do you like about Welcome to Wellbeing and what do you dislike? 3, we're going to be maintaining economic sustainability of the company whilst delivering a worthy service by balancing cost of staff, including salaries, wages, and employee benefits, with the satisfaction of employees. Number 4, we're going to be providing an accessible and convenient service by having staff specialists provide education on the worksite, so at the ambulance station. And lastly, we're going to provide a disturbance-free, safe space for consults to take place. Thanks for listening, and back to you, Drew.
All right, thanks, Kat. So as you can see, here's a really good visual representation of our organisational charts. So our prolonged refractory leader, Amy Oderone, has constructed a team of specialists that cover a broad range of behaviours that can all support the wellbeing of paramedics on all fronts from every aspect. Our departments each use evidence-based practice to structure our education and training programs that facilitate the needs of staff in hope to improve overall wellbeing. Each departmental specialist has a departmental leader that helps mould an individual approach to paramedics. This is all dependent on their individual circumstance and personal needs. With this in mind, we do sometimes come across challenges in the job. Often this is in the form of employee resistance. However, we have several mechanisms in place to manage and overcome these challenges. Sally, why don't you kick us off with those?
Okay, so some people may feel resistance to change in the workplace, as individuals may be resistant to receiving healthcare or seeking help, especially if it is to do with their mental health, out of fear that they may be judged and or treated differently among their peers if they were to find out that they were having troubles. They may also think that there may be repercussions for seeking specific healthcare and that may lose their job. The patient may also have had a negative experience before, be experiencing financial hardships, or just have the regular time constraints that all people have with family and other commitments. And that's it from me.
Thanks, Sally. I'm going to be just continuing on with Sally, what Sally just said. So at Welcome to Wellbeing, we're a subcontractor to New South Wales Ambulance, and as a new initiative to the workplace, there may be some resistance to change from employees, as Sally has mentioned. However, we feel it's important that change in the workplace is essential for organisations in order to meet the dynamic global market and technological advancements. So employees may not feel it's appropriate time for change in the workplace to occur, and that the change might not directly benefit them. Employees may feel confronted by change and believe that they might fail with the advanced skills and new routines generally required to adjust to an ever-evolving workplace. So it's really important for employers to communicate effectively and early with their employees when change occurs. Otherwise, this can cause employee resistance due to uncertainty and lack of understanding, leading to poor adaptability to the change if there's poor communication. Where an employee is able to actively participate in the organisational change, the change has been known to be more effective and benefits both employer and employees. Over to you, Chloe, to now discuss resistance strategies.
Thanks, Kat. All right, so when we're faced with resistance from employees within an organisation such as ours, it's important to take time to actively listen to their concerns so that we can gain an understanding of the reasoning for the resistance. And then from that point there, we can build a trusting relationship in order to progress forward. So by doing this, we demonstrate that we as an organisation care about each individual and their input and concerns, which is super important. Another way to overcome resistance is to clearly and effectively communicate and explain the goal of our organisation and why what we have to offer is important and beneficial to the individuals. So this will give employees a bit of control, a better understanding of our goals and benefits, and may hopefully assist them in accepting the positive change in an organisation such as Welcome to Wellbeing can bring. So these strategies are supported by research, which has found that if individuals lack sufficient information to form an opinion on a proposed change or intervention, they're more likely to oppose and form negative views. Also, additional research has found that substantially lower resistance occurs when individuals receive high quality information surrounding the proposed change or intervention. And these two bits of research just really back how important it is to inform, educate, and give power to the employees ultimately. So that's enough from me. Thanks for listening, and over to Amy.
Thanks, Chloe. Yeah, I've just got a couple of extra points. I'm just building on what you've said. There was an article that we found that using a narrative approach to introducing a change has a unique power to reduce resistance and attitudes that can build towards change. This could be, for example, like a short movie or a podcast, rather than, just a boring document, like a protocol document that we're so used to seeing. I don't know, it just helps to communicate the strategy a little bit more effectively. And yeah, as Chloe said, communication is key. We've got a few decision-making models that we wanted to go through as well, but one in particular, which has been widely researched, is the use of the shared decision-making model that, given that paramedicine is host to a diverse group of people, there's currently no one-size-fits-all approach to improving individual well-being, as well as each person, as the well-being of each person requires a different approach based on their needs. There's also the option talk decision-making model, which allows participants of the program to make decisions based on two things. One being the evidence-based information that our team has provided throughout the training, and their own individual needs as well. That's it from me. I'll just hand over to Drew to wrap everything up.
All right, thanks, Amy. So look, Jess Houston, thanks so much for having us on and providing a podcast for you about our company, Welcome to Wellbeing. As you can see here at Welcome to Wellbeing, we developed our organisation with the ambition to improve the overall wellbeing of paramedics. As an organisation, we are made up of specialists that utilise evidence-based practice to improve not only life on shift, but life as a whole. This goes beyond the everyday. We just want to say thank you from the team here at Welcome to Wellbeing for listening in, and hope to see you at the station soon.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.